Coming up in this Brightline construction update, this update looks at the activation of about another 6 miles of double track around Jupiter in January 2023. The footage in this video was filmed the day before the cutover in January, with additional coverage from February. This cutover stretched from CP Camp Murphy in Jonathan Dixon State Park to CP New Haven, although the new track being activated ended at the former CP Indiantown. This was the former south end of the Camp Murphy siding, and the searchlight signals were still up in this view. Now the same spot in February, with the signals gone, although the old signal bungalow remains for the time being. A new number 10 turnout has been assembled here for the Mars team track, and will replace the old wooden one here. With the completion of this cutover, the FEC is now fully double-tracked from MiamiCentral Station to CP Seabranch, just south of Stuart. This is a new defect detector. The staging yard for the Loxahatchee River bridge work is starting to clear out, with the bridge now complete and work ongoing to demobilize the site. The shuttle wagon and flat car are still being used to transport items from the bridge. Speaking of the Loxahatchee River Bridge, here's a look at the now complete, new double-track bridge. Here's a look at the bascule in action, raising after a train passed. I have sped it up, but it takes about 90 seconds to fully raise. I've included the train that crossed at the end of this video. Here's a closer look at the new tracks on the bridge. The span with the raised sides has increased clearance for boats underneath, so more boats can pass under the bridge when the bascule is closed. On the work trestle on the left, you can see the large red crane that had been used here being disassembled to be sent to another job. Coming around the curve to the south were a couple of pieces of surfacing equipment traveling down the new track. And here's a look a few weeks later in February, as more of the support equipment has been removed and both tracks are fully in service. Here's a look at the bascule lowering. It takes about 2 minutes to lower. Just past the bridge on the right is a new building for a future bridge monitor here. On the north side of the bridge is a new cantilever absolute signal guarding the bridge. More absolute signals are on the south end. Back on the ground on the day before the cutover, and just south of the bridge between Center Street and Indiantown Road, the temporary control point CP Indiantown and its associated number 20 turnout had been removed earlier in the day. This control point was installed early in the project to activate additional double track as part of a kind of test track. With the Loxahatchee Bridge complete and now double track, it was no longer needed. The turnout was carefully cut out and removed, and the signals and bungalows would follow in the coming days. They will all be reused on other portions of the project. Next crossover south is CP New Haven, about 3 miles away. Here's the equipment that was used for the removals. You can see the former turnout stacked up in panels here. The Center Street crossing recently had a new ramp constructed for pedestrians to cross the tracks. And we'll wrap up with a couple of trains crossing the Loxahatchee River. This was a light FEC engine crossing in February. And this is Florida East Coast Railway northbound train 206, crossing in January, the evening before the second track was activated. The tank container between the locomotives holds liquefied natural gas, which the FEC has converted its GE ES44C4 locomotives to run on. The train was operating at restricted speeds due to a slow order in place caused by the removal of the CP Indiantown turnout earlier in the day. On this day, the consist was loaded aggregate hoppers from Medley, Florida, and covered hoppers of cement.
17 in, back to work. Okay, I got that. Thank you.
POC Brown to EIC Smith, over. Smith, answer Brown, over. Yeah, POC Brown would like to put 4 men and 1 piece of equipment back to work between mileposts 282.58 and 282.43 at that 206 northbound of my location, peak 1 and B, over. Alright, 282, 58, 282, 43. Got you back into work there, 1618. Down that northbound 1621.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.